One of the biggest narratives in crypto this bull run is going to be real world assets. So we're going to go over what that means today and what my top pick for this narrative in this category within crypto is for the bull run. We'll start here just from Crypto Coffee, going over these are the hottest crypto narratives for the first quarter of 2024 according to CoinGecko. Could be a big money opportunity in capturing attention from AI and meme coins and real world assets. So he's going on to talk about Pulse Chain. I don't really care about Pulse Chain. I think it's kind of a scam, to be honest. But here from CoinGecko, for quarter one 2024, meme coins had an average return of 13x. Crazy. It was really meme coin mania the beginning of this year. Real world assets number 2 around 300%, AI number 3 around 200%. It's crazy because I thought AI was popping off more, but real world assets are getting even more attention. And it still seems like it's very early for the real world asset category. Compared to AI has been heating up for like over a year now, in my opinion. And the way that real world assets are being treated right now is kind of how I felt when I first saw AI stuff 7, 8, 9, 10 months ago, when the narrative was really just starting to get going. So I still feel like it's very early for these RWA tokens. So this all really came about when BlackRock, right? They announced that they are doing a $10 trillion tokenization, or they have a $10 trillion tokenization vision on the future for real world assets. So here, basically, real world asset tokenization converts the rights of diverse assets from bonds and equity to real estate and cultural assets into blockchain-based digital goods. So moving these actual real world assets, as I keep saying, repeating myself, onto the blockchain. This innovation promises enhanced liquidity, evidence of ownership, and transparency, aimed at democratizing traditionally inaccessible investment avenues. So once you put something like a house, right, onto the blockchain or a property, that the equity in that house can be split up very easily amongst different investors. Right now it's very hard to establish equity and ownership of a home, but if you put this asset on the blockchain, different addresses attached to who owns the address and who owns that crypto could very easily buy into this asset and be a partial owner, for example. So in March 2024, BlackRock announced the launch of its first tokenized fund issued on an Ethereum blockchain, the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund. This is the latest progression of our digital asset strategy, said Robert Mitchnick, BlackRock's head of digital assets. We're focused on developing solutions in the digital asset space that help solve real problems for our clients, and we're excited to work with Securitize. So remember that, Securitize. The partnership underscores BlackRock's strategic focus on technology as growth lever, consistent with its substantial holdings in tech giants and its $10 trillion asset portfolio. So remember this for later. Securitize is who they are working with on this real world asset fund. Here from Cyclop on Twitter, Coinbase and BlackRock have entered the real world asset space. Many who followed their investments in the last bull run made 300x on Matic, 80x on APT, 60x on AR. Spent hours tracking them and was shocked. And then he gives a list of 15 RWA coins with 10 to 100x potential. But it's just BlackRock and Coinbase are showing a lot of interest in this space. So it's important to pay attention to because there's a lot of opportunity there. Now, if we go over to CoinGecko and we go to the real world asset category and we list them by market cap, you'll see number 2 on this list, XDC Network. I'm sure you heard of it. If you watch this channel, probably very familiar with all of the New World Order ISO tokens. XDC gets lumped in with that group. XDC currently around 635 million market cap. So high, but it's still not crazy. It's not even $1 billion yet. Currently trading around 4.5 cents. Okay. This is the crypto that we're going to be focusing on for this video and for today. Obviously, there are plenty of choices if you go down the list. Goldfinch is another big one that I've kind of been looking into, thinking about putting some money in, but we'll see as time goes. But XDC, we're going to go over why this is my top choice. So over here on Twitter from X is in the future, I don't know. Few people realize that XDC has first mover advantage in the trade finance RWA space. We were the first. People who are now starting out have a couple years before they even catch up to XDC. These are facts. So yeah, XDC's been working on this stuff and developing it for a while and building partnerships, building the technology, right? They have the guardrails and the systems in place. They've been doing this for a while compared to these newer projects that have just come on the scene. So from XDC British, excited to share this insightful Forbes article on how RWA tokenization is revolutionizing global finance. The XDC network is leading the transformation, providing a robust platform for tokenizing real-world assets. My view, blockchain is an absolute game changer for business inclusion because it goes beyond borders, countries, and everything else. We like to think the XDC network gives every business owner a chance to succeed no matter who they are. So down here, I didn't even read this yet. Yes, sir. XDC network is a first mover in the trade finance and tokenization of RWA. If you understand this and continue to fade XDC, they will FOMO soon enough. They prefer to chase the shiny new tokens with no real networks or connections. Exactly. So if you remember what I was saying earlier about Securitize, right? The company that's partnered with BlackRock. Okay. If we come here, Securitize mentioned 2023, August. Excited for this partnership, XDC Foundation and Trade Tech. And follow Securitize for the latest news and how we're working together to expand investors' access to private markets, XDC. So Securitize is working with XDC. Here in the tweet he says, institutions are selling Bitcoin to retail investors with SEC approval of ETFs and cool news. The end will be like a tulip bubble. I don't know about all this, but he says study XDC. So yeah, if we continue on Securitize's website, available blockchains here. Got Ethereum, AVAX, Polygon, and XDC. And if we continue, like we were saying before, BlackRock tokenizes money market funds on Ethereum, invests in Securitize. If we come over here, we have another nice graphic. There's a lot on here. You could pause and read it all if you want, but it's the real world asset ecosystem. That's what he says. So just a good little thing there. But yeah, so it's hard to doubt a project that is working indirectly with BlackRock and again has all these connections. Now if we come over to the chart on a more basic level, this is the weekly chart for XDC. So obviously the best time to get in would have been somewhere back here when it first launched, and you could have gotten it for a tenth of a penny. But that's not where we're at right now. All we can do is make decisions based on where we're at and what we're going to do moving forward. So XDC had a phenomenal run in 2020 through 2021. Like absolutely just insane. We'll just take from this low to this high. 32,000%. 320x. It's crazy, right? But it now looks like we're in a bit of a pennant formation, kind of like a bull flag, a really big drawn out bull flag. We had our accumulation range down here, had a sign of strength breaking out here. Now we're back testing that accumulation range. And so far it's gotten a bit of a bounce off, coming back down a bit. We've tested this top resistance line a couple times, but I would expect after this sign of strength phase, we eventually go into phase E and this thing starts expanding, breaking out of this triangle and going to set new highs. Again, the market cap is only 635 million, which is not that crazy. This thing, if there's truly trillions of dollars that flow into the space and we're tokenizing trillions of dollars in assets, this thing could easily go to hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap. So from here, that could do, I think that this could do 100x. Maybe that's moon boyish of me and a little crazy, but we're in here for the long game. We're in here for the use case. And this is one of the projects that has a lot of potential for that real world use case and has those real connections. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found some value in it, please leave a like, comment, let me know your thoughts about the RWA narrative, other narratives that you might like for this bull cycle, and subscribe to the channel. Headed towards 1,000 subscribers, over halfway there now. Hopefully get there later this year. And also, I have a Discord completely free to join. Link in the description if you want to join that. We just post utility coins, TA, memes, talk about crypto. So feel free to hop in if that's something that would interest you. Other than that, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.